Yeah, when I upload something to YouTube, my camera doesn't work. So anyway, basically, to summarize, I'm surrounded by graves, religious buildings. I've been watching the Dead Files and I'm listening to the advice that Amy Allen gives, where it's, she's very sort of against. She doesn't sort of reference the word antagonize or anything like that. She she's not rude or disrespectful to anybody else out there in the industry doing a similar thing, a similar program. But she does sort of suggest that it can make activity that was there more enhanced. And I think that's true. Before I started doing any of these videos, the only thing that I saw, I mean, I feel things all the time, I always have done, but to physically see something, that's been a rarity in my life. That's only happened a handful of times throughout my whole life. I'm 39 now, but in this particular apartment I've seen quite a lot of the time this rainbow coloured I want to say jumper or t-shirt, nothing else, no head, no feet, no arms or anything like that. I've seen that quite a lot, but doing these videos I've seen it more times than I would like. And I've also then started seeing things in the kitchen, like that white paper back of somebody, this black mist, which I don't even, I've just got goosebumps just even saying it out loud. And then that random drop dead Fred splattered grey face that I saw the other day. So I'm definitely, feeling more and seeing more, which, it's kind of the whole point. I mean, my YouTube is called Vanquishing Fears. I've got quite a few fears, but the biggest one is ghosts, and that's why I started this whole thing, so that, I wouldn't be afraid of it anymore. But yes, so I do definitely need to take into account all of that when I'm making these videos and protect myself. So probably after I've done the video, I mean, because I'm not any particular religion, I'm not an atheist, because I do believe that there is something going on that is good, something that is going on that is bad, something that is going on that is like a dream state, like purgatory state. And so I do have that belief in me, but as far as religion is concerned, I don't follow any particular one. But I'll have to find another way of trying to protect myself. I'll Google it as much as I can, and sage seems to be the biggest sort of equipment to use. But I've seen some videos where they've said they've saged the place and nothing has happened. So it's just one of those where you're just going to have to research. But anyway, yes, so on top of seeing all these things too often in such a short period of time, because like I said before, just a handful of times I've seen stuff over my whole life. And then after doing these videos, I've seen 4 things in a matter of months, which to me is a hell of a lot. On top of all of that, I'm having night terrors like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I couldn't even write it down. It was that crazy, compact, quick, all over the place, but always terrifying. I'd probably say 90% of the time I'm in water. I'm either in, it's either a boat, or I'm falling out of a boat, or I'm hanging on to a boat, or I'm literally in the ocean. It's just always to do with water, something to do with water. And what follows with that is night sweats. Now, I spoke to my doctor last year about this. When I was having my gallbladder removed, I was going through hell for the best part of 9 to 10 months because I'm such a tiny person, and my gallbladder had just completely ruptured, and it was just destroyed basically, and it was just affecting everything. And the surgery that should have taken less than an hour took 3 hours. I swelled up like a balloon, so I looked about 9 months pregnant. My legs swelled. I had to go back in and out, in and out, and in and out of hospital all the time. It was exhausting. But I was having these night terrors and night sweats during that period, and I spoke to my doctor about it, and they said, well, it's psychologically to do with what you're going through physically, which makes sense. So I put it down to that. But now what can I put it down to? I'm in perfect health. I'm not anxious in any way. I do get a bit freaked out doing these videos, but not to the point where it's consuming my life. I go off and I do my artwork. I've got lots of free time. I'm happy 99.99999% of the time. So I have zero reason to be going through this kind of torment at night time. I think it's got something to do with this. I can literally not put it down to anything else. I could before. It was my gallbladder. It was everything to do with that. I was so sick and ill. I mean, at one point I projectile vomited in my room, and my mum was just like, it was just nuts. It was crazy. So I could put it down to that, but I can't put this down to anything. And it's so bad that I'm waking up 6, 7, 8, 9 times a night with these dreams. And it's, they're really graphic. Most of the time like I said, I'm in water. I'm never really drowning, but I'm in water, and I'm in some kind of terror situation. Something's going on all the time. Like last night's dream, I was trying to shove my sister onto this inflatable boat, but there was a tsunami coming. But I was insisting that we both were going to be safe on this boat, and we get into this boat, then it becomes this huge apartment that's sinking, and oh God, it's just crazy. I can't explain it. It's really strange. So again, I think it's all of this. So once I move, I am not doing this. I'm just going to do video compilations. But I move on the 23rd, so it's the 16th. So I'm going to make a few more, but like I said, I'm going to, bless myself afterwards. Even though I'm not religious, I will go into the church, or I'll go back into the temple, or try and find out what I can get online. So, without further ado, I'm going to do the necrophonic. So, I'll do that in the next video. Sorry, I had to write down my thoughts because I know I'm old, but my memory should not be this bad. I feel like I have a memory of like an 80-year-old. It's so embarrassing and frustrating because I'm talking about something and then I'll stop and think, what the frick am I talking about? Oh my God. But anyway, so next video, necrophonic. Okay, bye.